saved in this movement, and I read the book on Lonnie Frisbee. That story of him is in the book. And he totally had his mind blown on LSD when he came in the meeting.
Really?
He's like, dude, wow, I'm so glad to be here. And Lonnie's like, I'm glad you're here, friend. You know, you could tell. See, because when you're around that world, you know when somebody's mind is gone. And he was totally gone. And Lonnie Frisbee, one of the things that kind of split the movement was he wanted to go more in the gifts and the manifestations of the Spirit. And that's why he ended up with John Wimber eventually. But he called out, there's somebody right now, your mind is being restored by Jesus. And that guy jumped up and said, dude, that's me. And he thought, yeah, right. And it was. God totally restored his mind. And he has pastored his whole life down San Diego. So God can do that. It doesn't matter. My point is, if there's hard cases in your family, you think, or anywhere, not in the midst of revival, there's no hard cases. There's no such thing.
Amen. Amen. And you know what? How big is our God?
Oh, he's greater.
You know, can he heal the brokenhearted and bind up their wounds? Yes, he can. Can he go to somebody, you know, there's such a big thing about people who are mentally ill. They're not being cared for. They're not being, all this kinds of, they're like trying to pigeonhole anybody that's not according to what they think and say they're mentally ill, you know, whatever. And there really legitimately are people with broken hearts, you know, and that have PSTD or whatever it's called. Am I saying the wrong thing? Anyway, you know, that they have things, you know, that are
Real.
glitchy inside of them because of trauma. And guys, we can't throw them away. We can't, you know, this church would help them. But I'm saying there's so many in the religious churches that would just go, okay, go sit over there, you know, and not pay attention. And I'm telling you, Jesus heals the brokenhearted and he binds up their wounds. That is his job. And all that realm of your soul and your mind and things, that's from brokenheartedness. A lot of times, sometimes we're finding out it's because of poisons and toxins that have been introduced to our populations over the years. But God can heal of that too. You know, so we were talking last night, and we said, well, about this person, and we know them well, and in the past he's like, you know, and we're like and there's people maybe in your life that you know that you go, oh, they're whatever, you know them too much, you know, you're too close to them in some ways, and you're like going, oh God. And I looked at Brian, and it was challenging me, and I just said, is our God so weak he can't help them?
No, he
can he not heal that person and put their mind back in place? So this is the deal. God is bigger than what we even can dream or imagine in his power and his salvation. So believe God for great big things.
And you guys do realize people come in the way they are, not the way you want them. And yes, we're going to head into the discipleship side, right? But they come in the way they are. Listen, there's 2 generations now in this city that have never been to church in their life. Ever. And you know why they're afraid to come in? Because they don't feel like they know protocol. They don't feel like they have clothes to wear that are whatever they think. It's not the way that it works, right? That's why love has got to go after them. And we'll get into some of that. But, you know, you don't get to pick the fish you catch. You just clean the ones you get. That's the way that it is. Amen. And we're believing for more and more and more. Why? Because their destinies are going to change the world.
Amen. Amen. Your destiny is going to change the world.
Amen.
Amen.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. No, you want to? How many here, as we were taking communion, you put Jesus in your mouth and went, I can't swallow Jesus. This is... We want to apologize for that. What it was is there was it was one of those where some of the element crackers like that was put aside and they didn't know. You know, and usually our ushers, they will from now on, and we kind of change some things on that. But they don't taste them. But, you know, like I say, mine wasn't that bad, but it's got feedback. Here's the dilemma. I can't spit Jesus out.
That is exactly what I was thinking. I was like, oh my gosh. We've just heard this huge lesson on communion, and our faith is engaged.
It's got to be wrong to spit Jesus out.
I need to spit it out. And I looked over. I thought, what about the rest of the people? Are they feeling this way too? And I'm like going, I looked back and I saw Patricia go. I saw Sasha look at me go. I go.
Say, Lord, forgive me, but this is nasty. Anyway, we apologize. Well, we have the solution to fix that.
Yeah.
So from now on, you know, you can take it in great faith, knowing that it's good.
On the place of food, I just want to let you know, next week, Salome is head chef, and she is cooking up a really great fundraising meal for our women's conference. So please, please jump in. You can go online and buy your meals for however many people you want in your family. We did it for his birthday last time it was sold, and it was really good. And so,
Up, right? But we sold out, so we're going to make sure that you guys know.
I'm making a beef enchilada casserole, and then this like a little side salad, but it won't be like a leafy green salad. It's a different kind of salad, and some kind of cupcake. I'm still thinking about what I want to do with it. Yeah, and maybe some chips.
yeah.
Awesome.
So you can't get that good of a meal because I've tasted her food.
Oh, yeah.
You can't get that good of a meal at a restaurant. You really can't. But we're only charging $15 a head. So anyway. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
oh my goodness, they're so
How many
good.
still remember that cupcake? I do. It was a memorable cupcake.
In a good way. But anyway,
It
so
washed away. It washed. You know, I think about that rather than the communion element last week. I think about the cupcake.
Anyway, oh my goodness. So please, you can either sign up outside. We are out.